Liquor? It's kind of late in the night. We're about to go knock on the door.
You're about to watch two people break into a home.
Why y'all let them do this?
They do not live in. While two Jefferson police officers watch it happen at 4:30 in the morning.
I'm afraid to say this is one of the dumbest videos I've ever covered because, as you guys know, every time I say that, we find another video that's dumber than the last video we covered. Today, we're looking at the Jefferson, Georgia Police Department, and two of their officers actually stood by and watched, even assisted two other individuals break into a home of someone, and they just stood there and smiled. I know it sounds, let's just watch the video.
Liquor? It's kind of late in the night. We're about to go knock on the door.
You're about to watch two people break into a home.
Why y'all let them do this?
They do not live in. While two Jefferson police officers watch it happen at 4:30 in the morning in February.
And where do you guys find out who this guy is? He's not a family member. He's actually not involved in what you're about to see what's happening, really. He's actually a co-worker of the ex-wife, who's the other person breaking into the house. But the cop is too dumb to realize this is a civil matter and not criminal, so he doesn't have any authority. And even if he did, this is not the way you handle it. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
The police are right here. They're gonna help us retrieve this stuff now.
Jackson County 911, what's your address emergency?
There's two people here, and they just busted my door down.
That voice on the 911 call, Thomas Mooney's 13-year-old son.
It was probably the most traumatic thing that I've ever been through.
The woman in the body camera video is Thomas's estranged wife. The man wearing the red-colored shirt was her co-worker at the time. They were there to retrieve a van she claims was hers. When Thomas refused to hand over the keys, Jefferson Police Sergeant Jose Marrero threatened everyone inside.
I'm telling you, and everybody that gets in my way is getting tased and going to jail.
She moved out.
I feel like it was an armed robbery. That's what it felt like.
All we asked was to give us the keys, and then we would go away.
An Atlanta News First investigation uncovered Marrero is one of at least 3 Jefferson police officers terminated or forced to resign over the past 2 months. Records show the city is budgeted to have 29 sworn officers on the force. As of April, there were 18 on duty. 4 of them do not regularly patrol city streets because they serve as school resource officers. Don Maddox is Jefferson's mayor.
When you look at those numbers, do you think this is a public safety concern?
Yes, I'm very concerned about the numbers that we have. One of our officers that just recently left the force he said, Mayor, I'm very concerned about the safety, not only for the citizens of Jefferson, but for us as officers. We do not have enough to watch for each other's backs while we're on patrol, and it's a very dangerous situation.
The head of the police department is Chief Stephen Bannister.
Good evening.
And this may explain why this cop thought it was okay to watch someone break into someone else's home, because the chief is pretty crooked himself. And if you don't know who this is, well, they're about to catch you up.
And he's no stranger to controversy.
Good afternoon, I'm Officer Redmond, Jefferson Police Department. Got your license on you, boss?
That's former Jefferson police officer Jordan Redmond in August 2025, who pulled over small business owner Stacy Blanton for driving while talking on his cell phone.
Must be new. Say what? Must be new.
The officer got back in his patrol car. He got a phone call from the chief.
You got our old man pulled over?
Who's that?
Stacy Blanton.
Yeah, who is Mr. Blanton?
He got changes all our oil up there quickly.
Yes, sir, I got him pulled over.
Am I right? They won't worry.
I'm not sure.
He gets us a heck of a deal to service our cars.
The officer still wrote Stacy Blanton a ticket, which he eventually paid for.
Your chief just called? I spoke with my chief. He didn't say anything to you. That is a private phone call, sir.
The city manager reprimanded Chief Bannister for inappropriate interference. He remains head of the police force today.
I believe that there is a crisis of morale in the police department.
Mayor Maddox says she wants the chief gone, but she doesn't have the power to remove him from his job. She would need support from the majority of city council and the city manager, support she doesn't have. Chief Bannister did not respond to interview requests.
And when that person is then made head and police chief, then everyone under them, what standard have we set?
Now, I do want to point out that Officer Jordan Redmond, who pulled over the chief's friend and was told to give a warning, but he ends up giving a citation anyway. They said he was a former officer. I wonder why it says former officer, because he didn't listen to the chief. Something else could be going on. It's probably a big reason why this mayor wants this chief out.
Atlanta News First Investigates requested an interview with City Manager Priscilla Murphy. When she declined,
Hey, Priscilla.
we caught up with her after a city council meeting in April.
I wanted to ask a few questions about the police department.
We started with Chief Bannister's request to give that business owner a warning.
I know Officer Bannister, and I know how much he jokes or talks to some of the vendors. And he just asked the officer to give the warning or consider it. He didn't order the officer to give a warning. And he joked around with Officer Redmond. Do I agree that it was not a good thing to do or not a good thing to joke around about? Yes.
So you think it was a joke? When
I
you
do.
watched the video, when you heard the video, you thought the chief was joking about
meant
it?
to joke with if Officer Redmond had said that to the person.
So you don't think when you watched the video, when you heard the audio, that officer didn't feel uncomfortable?
I didn't worry.
I'm not sure.
The officer probably did feel uncomfortable, and I understand that. And that's why now there's new policies that you cannot do that.
Are you worried about your police department
Am
staffing?
I worried about my police department staffing? No, we got 3 people that are being hired next week.
Okay.
I'm not, we're getting good certified police officers. I'm not worried about our staffing. Our staffing has been this low before.
Jefferson is one of 9 municipalities in Jackson County. The county sheriff, Kevin McCook, says his office will support Jefferson as needed. He doesn't believe the city's staffing shortages are a public safety concern yet.
If you were a chief of a police department that size and you saw that many people leaving for whatever reason, what would be going through your mind?
Personally, I would look inward and say, what am I doing or not doing? What about my command staff? Things that we can do to improve. You have to be able to communicate with your people really well to find out what's going on.
Don't bust the glass. Why are y'all letting them do this?
A police agency accused of misconduct.
Well, that's the Jefferson Police Department located in Georgia. Sergeant Marrero, if I said his name correctly, what happened to him? Well, did he get promoted? Let's see.
10 days later, the Jefferson Police Department fired Sergeant Marrero, calling his actions egregious. The department wrote the dispute between the couple was civil in nature, not criminal. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation charged the former law enforcement veteran with multiple crimes, including trespassing, terroristic threats, and violation of oath of office. Those charges are under review by the district attorney's office. Marrero did not respond to our request for an interview.
Wow, he was actually fired. Now the next thing is to see if he's actually charged. This is pretty stupid. How do you not know that's a civil matter? And if it was a criminal matter, you're going to let the citizens take it into their own hands. And what if one of them would have gotten hurt, shot? They're kicking in the door. The homeowner has a gun. He shoots through the glass of that door. Then what do? This could have went so much worse in so many other ways because of dumb policing in America. And this is what we have to deal with. Policing in America. Make sure you know your rights. Stay safe. Protect yourself. With that being said, we the people you, signing off.